Tasha.
I'm T. What's up, y'all?
So what are we doing today, babe?
All right, so we are continuing things with Red Dead Redemption 1, in which this is the continuation of John's story. Now, he is in full bounty hunter mode.
Yeah,
and
in Blackwater.
In Blackwater, he's not with his family, and he's met a young woman by the name of Bonnie, which it looks very interesting.
Very flirty.
Yeah, very
He had
flirty.
mentioned his wife or his kid once.
Right, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and continue back with this story. Y'all can leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts on what's going on. And let's just go ahead and jump into it.
Hello? It's Armadillo 731.
You working with the sheriff.
What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
A few
You've
hours.
gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall!
Uh-oh.
Marshall! Marshall! I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of poor men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
We
Damn.
like,
You ride with us
What?
again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Dang. Getting all up into danger.
I'm buying a lawyer. Much obliged. Come on.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
yeah,
Ain't
don't tell me
you all
yourself.
proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty person last time, if
Damn,
I
you need to
remember
shut up.
correctly.
Simmer
For
down,
real.
Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's
Like,
a good
shut
boy.
up.
Otherwise,
Exactly.
I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
Damn.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. We're nearly there. Keep your eyes out for the bollards. Ooh. Everybody dismount. Follow me. Let's move up the canyon towards the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
He's talking. He probably can't even shoot straight.
Look out! Rush for guard! Gun them down!
Someone cover!
Help me out here, will you?
I'll kill the hell out of you.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh, they running now. Shit.
Nope.
Thanks, Marshal.
We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman. Cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Man, you hear all those flies?
Yeah.
That done killed all those people.
Oh, no, yeah, they on the dead bodies.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. You need help?
Oh, he dead.
Mister, you alive?
Fuck. God damn it. Good heavens.
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
It's not a time
You
to
look
get
pretty
smart.
good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Oh,
Move
that's
up,
the
mister.
tonic guy.
Time to get you to a doctor or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get to town.
St. Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
Hurry, sir. I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm finished. Done
Hey,
for.
what happened?
Just sit up straight, will you?
To Armadillo! Godspeed!
Because, I mean, it wasn't like he was attacked or anything. It's like he
What
just
is
got
your
out of his
name,
carriage and just laid
John
on the
Marston.
ground.
Oh, good God! Out of the frying pan into the fire!
Excuse me.
How many outlaws can a man encounter in one day?
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, friend.
The Ballard twins, Walton's gang. I know who you are. My God! They've come back to finish me off! We're doomed without that horse!
Oh, they set him up like bait.
You're killing me! Get back on the damn road! Excellent work, sir. Push on to Armadillo!
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits! Hoodlums! The scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die!
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own success. They seem a man in a well-cut suit and this happens.
Do you know who they were?
No idea. I'm not the kind of man who has enemies.
You do now.
I give so much and still they take. We live in an uncivilized and graceless world, friend. Our makers a funny sense of humor sometimes. Still, at least I met you. The good Samaritan in wolf's clothes. Oh. Forgive me. Pain is playing rare havoc with my metaphors. They're still coming!
No. Why are you talking after him like that?
Death, I embrace you.
For Christ's sakes, man, you're gonna be
I mean, they
fine.
could have stolen
Nearly
it.
there.
Me into your
But they
arms.
probably left it as bait.
You need more than a doctor, my friend. This is it. You're gonna make it.
Where the devil are we?
Armadillo, we made it safe. You'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but
Oh.
I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
Back to
I've
Bonnie.
been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarlane?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life.
And a wife.
I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that? I wonder as a substitute for having anything interesting to say.
Probably, Miss McFarlane.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarlane, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died.
No.
Years before that, I rode in a gang.
Oh.
We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
Wow, didn't know you had a
No,
daughter.
I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago.
Damn.
My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
Ooh,
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try.
She liked
What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated.
Thug life.
I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Come on, mount up and move these cattle. You're not mad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarlane.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarlane.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Damn.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always going to be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
Hey, they went through a lot.
Yeah, that was...
Jeez.
You're gonna need this,
Talking about like
Mr.
all
Marston.
your kids just dying from smallpox and cholera and everything else.
Right. Now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses. Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses.
Ain't y'all tired?
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Whoa. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
A whole horse.
Yeah.
A stallion.
Just trying to throw him a hint.
Ah, since you're here, you want to make yourself useful?
Not particularly.
Listen, son, I know you got a mission. But right now, I need another gun.
Why? What's happening?
We've had this problem for months with this group of bandits who are getting drunk and murdering settlers. Last night, they went to a big place up near Ridgewood.
They burnt the place down, killed the men, burning most of them alive, and raped the women.
Wow.
Women folk then got their throats slit. One of them survived and walked in here this morning.
Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
we got a posse gathering up near Ridgewood.
That's insane.
Will you ride with us?
All right.
Thank you, John Marston. It's gonna be a bloody job.
Huh. I don't think I know any other kind, sir.
Dang.
You know how we always, like, I think in American culture, like, romanticize outlaws?
Yeah, right.
Like, they were really bad people.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was
wait
pretty
up!
Pretty terrible.
He's just a boy.
All right, let's go. Stay together. Marston, I hear you caught up with Mr. West Dickens.
I did. For a man who claims to have found a remedy to all ailments, he was in pretty bad shape.
His tonic has helped a great many people. It's a medical breakthrough from the East, the result of years of research.
There's no good reason for that to be boarded up. Break that door down. The rest of you, get your guns ready.
Uh-oh.
Clodhopper.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Holy sweet mother of mercy.
Oh my God.
Please
Oh.
don't shoot me.
Oh.
Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse. Some of my family is being kept hostage inside.
How are you alive?
He's hiding. Damn.
Dang.
This has gone far enough. Get into that
naked.
house and smoke those sons of bitches.
Oh.
This is gonna be one hell of a massacre.
Damn.
Where you been? Get up!
Oh. Damn. That didn't sound
Ain't
good
you
at
a
all.
pretty little thing?
Oh.
My God.
Make a break for the shed when the coast is clear. There'll be a deputy waiting for you.
Thank you. I was convinced I was dead.
Oh. Damn.
You're gonna be all right. Head for the shed in the back as soon as it looks clear.
They did unspeakable things to me.
Yikes.
Looks like that's all of them. Let's see how the hostages are doing.
To the victor, the spoils.
That's right. Get that money.
Some folk tried to escape him to the south, but then some robbers started chasing him down like wild dogs. I thought you were supposed to protect us, Marshal.
What?
You folk ain't men. You ain't nothing. You're just some man on a government payroll taking money that the rest of us have to pay for with our lives. Yeah. What is wrong with this country?
Not up, men. The man that kills the boss of that bunch gets $50.
It ain't about the money, Marshal. These are people's lives. People's homes.
Damn.
Come on, they're gonna get away. Follow
Yeah, I
me.
guess
We can still catch them.
You know, she's upset that
Through there.
this is actually happening or is allowed to happen. I guess it's too much shit going on.
Marshal?
Right.
What? Williamson's men?
Maybe. All this sure
Bandits,
looks like their
smallpox,
handiwork.
cholera.
Makes sense if
Don't
they
get
took this road.
tuberculosis.
Come on, Marshal. This might be our chance.
What's your beef with Williamson anyway, Marston?
Let's just say he's the currency in a complicated transaction.
What the hell you talking about?
Some people I have the displeasure of knowing want him dead.
Why does that involve you?
We used
None
to
of your
run in a gang
business.
together. It was once like family.
If this is how you treat your family, I'd hate to see what you do to your enemies.
That was a lifetime ago. And bearing in mind, he's left me for dead the last 2 times I've seen him. I'm about figuring we've moved past the family part.
Wait, who's that up there? You just walk away now, John.
Oh, it's Bill.
I didn't kill you before, but I sure as shit will now.
Get yourself down here, Bill. You know you ain't man enough to stop me.
Oh.
No.
You know I don't want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys!
Oh. Damn.
Everybody, take cover! In that shed!
Oh.
Stay with me.
We'll make our stand here. Stay in cover and watch your head.
This is too easy, fellas!
Hey, look what I got here. There's something that you're still breathing. Come here, boy. Come on, Bessie. Give. Oh.
Oh.
Norman Deek.
Fuck!
Nice to see you again, buddy. Thanks for your help, John. Norman here is going to help us get to Bill. Ain't you, Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Mighty kind.
Yeah.
Hog time. Let's get him to jail.
Oh, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap right there. But wow, so it looks like they're on their way to getting Bill, but they had to kind of go through his bandits first. Yeah. And they're really showing how brutal Bill's gang is. So that was crazy. Brutal and just R-wording people. Yeah. And just that's how it was back in the day. But you know, like I said, they glamorized the outlaw life, the old West. Right, yeah. And you never think about what they really had to go through. It had to be a hard life. Even getting there was hard, but then living there, fighting the Indians, and then dealing with disease, and then drought. Right. And all that stuff. Outlaws. I mean, whew, glad I was. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember we were having this conversation before, and I was telling you about my history teacher in college, and he was telling us how in history books they just omit a lot of information, and people really don't realize how hard life was back in the day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just a lot that was going on. And I guess some people, you know, maybe they feel like the kids can't handle it, just glaze over the story. But I feel like if you knew, you would appreciate absolutely, you know, everything so much more, because you know, a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm bored, or I'm this. Well, at least you don't have to do things your great grandparents had to do to survive. Right, exactly. You know, so and they were busy all the time. They were wrangling horses or breaking the horses, all that stuff, then ranching with the cow, and then doing this. And that's why I'm like, are you tired? Aren't you tired? Right. Yeah. So it's a lot, but biggest thing, John, he finally told Bunny about his wife and kids. Cause I was like, y'all getting a little bit too comfortable. Bunny was like, you know, introduce her to the dad and everything. Yeah. Right, yeah. She's like, this is my new man. So she knows he married now, so what happens after that? You know, I don't know. Well, as we say, it was a hard life, and the best thing that a woman could do during that time is get a man. So regardless of if John is married or not, she's gonna get her a man. No, they don't. I don't think that worked like that back in the day, babe. Well, I mean, she could steal him. No, I don't think. No, like divorce and stealing men was really frowned upon back then. It was. Yeah. Oh, so I guess that's a modern thing. I mean, it's frowned upon now, but back then it for real was. Really? I have to look into that. I mean, you got to think everybody is very religious. Right. Okay. She's probably a Protestant. Yeah. Right. You know, and I thought you were about to say prostitute, but whatever. No, but John's mom was. Right. Yeah. He had a hard night. Yeah. We learned a little bit more information about him because he had a daughter, and apparently she passed away. Yeah. His dad was from Scotland. Right. That's what I like when they have these conversations and they're like tidbits of information just leaks out about the character. Yeah, good character development here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So guys, we're gonna continue the story of Red Dead Redemption 1. You can leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and of course, if you'd like early access to our videos, definitely become a member or a patron. But guys, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Take care. Peace. Bye-bye.